Hey everyone, welcome to V-Life News, your VTuber source for anime, video games, and anything nerdy. I'm your host, Lysis. So today we'll be covering My Hero Academia chapter 321, which I actually covered before. If you want to watch that, the link is down in the description below or in the info card above, so make sure to watch that before you come back to this. I know this might be obvious, but for those of you who only watch the anime, there are spoilers here, so be warned. In the newest chapter of My Hero Academia, it was seen that Minetta said, "I fell for you" at Deku, so people have been taking this as a confession from Minetta to Deku, confirming that he is actually, in fact, bisexual. But the thing is, there are other people who are coming out saying that this may not necessarily be true, and the translation is proper, but the thing is, the understanding of those words may not be, because of certain idiomatic phrases or certain understandings of how phrases are used in Japanese. So in the original Japanese, the word used is horeru, which can mean "I fell for you," but it can also mean that you were charmed by something or you admire someone greatly. So a lot of people are taking this as, oh, he fell for Deku, meaning he loves Deku and he's bisexual then, because obviously Minetta is the perverted character, always going after female characters in the series. But this may also just be a case of misunderstanding a certain phrase that is used in multiple contexts in Japanese and may not necessarily translate well into English. Also, if we look at this tweet by Twitter user Audrey, it says, "People asking me for clarification on Minetta's line. Yes, official translation is correct. No, it doesn't mean Minetta is bi. Given the context and Minetta's character, the vibe is more like, man, I love you. You inspire me. I respect you so much." He's just being dramatic. This can also be supported by the context of what Minetta is saying. So if we go through the entire page, Minetta says, "I never thought it was your power that made you awesome. I fell for you when you were scared and sweating buckets and quaking in your boots. Back when we found a path together, the way you were back then." So with everything I just read, I feel like it puts a new meaning onto the words "I fell for you." And this is because the last bubble says, "Back when we found a path forward together, the way you were back then." So if we look at this, it makes it sound like Minetta saw Deku as a kindred spirit and that they were on a similar path together. So if we look at the beginning of the series, you have Deku, who was quirkless but eventually got a quirk and got into UA, but the thing is, he still wasn't able to use his quirk that well, if at all. And there was Minetta, who was someone who was very scared and didn't know how to use his quirk that well and usually used it in panic. So I feel like Minetta felt that Deku was someone that he could relate to, because they were both people who didn't know how to use their quirks that well as heroes yet, and they were trying to overcome those hurdles in their way, and they had self-confidence issues that they were trying to work on as well. Although Deku didn't really have any self-confidence issues, he just didn't have a full understanding of his powers, because we know he had a heroic spirit from the beginning, which is why All Might picked him. But the thing is, to Minetta, he might have seen that way just because they were both similar in the sense that they don't have full grasp of their power yet. So with all that context in mind, I feel like the words "I fell for you" is more of a declaration of admiration and platonic love as opposed to romantic love. So basically Minetta is saying, we were on a path together, a similar path, and you were able to overcome all these issues and obstacles, and I fell for that. I fell for the way you were able to become strong and powerful and confident. So I don't think that this is a declaration of romantic love, but more of a declaration of admiration and love in that sense. Now, of course, this is only from one page from one chapter, so we don't know much else yet, so we just need to wait for more chapters to come out and see if we get more clarification on this. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button down below and click on the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me, and also hit the notification bell so you can get the updates. Also, comment down below, what do you think Minetta exactly meant here? Do you think that he was being romantic or if he was being platonic? Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you all next time.